Okay, Cancers, it is your time to shine. We are looking at the first half of January, stepping into the new year, what we can expect, what's going on. We're going to look into a few things. So I'm just going to jump right in. This is for Cancer, Sun, Rising, and Venus placements. Excuse me, my goodness. Like I keep saying in all my other videos, I'm getting over a cold, so excuse my voice if it's a little whatever, but here we go. So Cancer, how are you stepping into 2022? What's your attitude? How are you feeling overall as we step into the new year? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. And by the way, Cancer, as you can see, for you all, I brought out my holographic deck that I love so much. But anyway, I feel like you're stepping into the new year really wanting to just have fun, be carefree, celebrate. I feel like for you all, especially with everything that has been happening just within your personal life, but also what we all know is going on in the world with so many illnesses and COVID and everything. You are really just hoping that this next year brings you a lot of happy times, because I feel like you have been struggling, with some, just not so good times. But yes, let's see what has recently happened for my Cancer placements. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. What has recently taken place for my Cancer placements? Nine of Wands. Give me one more. The Nine of Wands here. Okay, just making sure you can see everything. So yeah, like I said, I feel like you had a lot of struggles in this past year. And really are just wanting to walk away and find something better in the new year. Wanted the new year to be more emotionally fulfilling for you. And right now, I feel like you're just at a point where you are tired. Like seriously tired of everything that has happened. It has just left you worn out, feeling guarded. So many obstacles were presented to you. And through it all, you just had to find a way to remain reliable. You may have had, people that are depending on you. And so you just always had to keep going and be that security blanket for other people and for yourself. So I really just feel like with this past year especially, things were just really hard for you, and you are really just wanting some good times in 2022, which don't we all? But yes, I definitely feel that energy. Like you are just like, I'm done. Like I'm done with all this. Show me some happiness in 2022. So let's look into that. Going to be the major changes for Cancer. Main focus for my Cancer placements in 2022. Okay. Give me one more. Major changes for 2022 for my Cancer placements. Major changes. Okay. Okay. So I see you really connecting with people from your past, people that you may not have been able to see recently. There's a lot of nostalgia that's going to be around you regarding people, places, things from the past that you really miss. So that is going to be a main thing for you, and a main focus for you is kind of just revisiting the past and kind of going back to those memories that kind of feel a little bit lost right now. Hopefully speaking good things into existence, COVID will die down and we'll get back to some sort of, you know, a normal life pre-COVID, however you want to say it. But I definitely feel like you took some hits, Cancer, and you kind of just want to get back to how things used to be, or as much as you possibly can. I also feel like in 2022, you're going to be stepping even more into your spirituality. There may be someone that you look up to as a mentor or as a teacher that is going to be really significant for you. And it's going to be really important for you to get back into, whatever your spirituality is, whatever that is for you personally, whatever religion you may belong to. I see you delving more into that as well with the new year. And lastly, there could be some travel going on again if all goes well and we are able to travel and do what we want, God willing. But I see you wanting to travel or just do things where you are broadening your horizons, stepping out of your comfort zone. I see you saying yes to a lot. It's like, everything has kind of been no. You may have been in low in spirits, low in energy. But with this new year, you're kind of like I said, you are so ready to just put a lot of these things behind you, go forward. People are inviting you out. You're saying yes, learning new things. You're saying everything is going to be a yes for you because you don't want to miss out on anything else. So that's what I see for you. Now, some obstacles that you may be faced with. Let's check into that. Okay. Some potential obstacles. Let me just move these up actually. And why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Okay, so potential obstacles for you. Your biggest obstacle is going to just be accepting the fact that certain things are just not in your control. As we have all seen in these recent times, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for you, not going to lie, as we enter the new year. But mind you, like I said, this reading is just for the first half of January. There may be a situation or situations that don't necessarily go your way, and it's not your fault. And it doesn't mean whatever this is not going to happen. It may just be at a later date. This doesn't mean that 2022 is ruined for you or whatever the case. But just a heads up, there are going to be some situations where it's not going to go in your favor. You might feel like, okay, I just have the worst luck in the world. This isn't fair. This opportunity that I thought I was going to have, or whatever the case may be, it could fall through. But not everything is meant to happen when you think that it should happen. So keep that in mind. Like, there are so many things in life where I was like, oh, this didn't happen for me. Why isn't this happening for me? Feeling sad, being all dramatic and what have you. And then something better comes along. I feel like that's how it's going to be for you. And that's just going to be a lesson that you have to accept. Things are not always going to go how you want them to. So what's your advice? Cancer. And I love how people try to call Cancers crybabies and whatever, because I actually feel like Cancers are some of the most resilient people around. Like, yes, you know, it can be a sensitive sign and everything like that. But I love Cancers. You're very resilient. I can say that. Okay, so as far as for your advice for, you know, kind of navigating through bad luck or whatever it is that you want to call it, things not working out in your favor all the time, feeling like you're being wronged by the universe. Keep your initial enthusiasm, because let me go back. Like I said, it was the first thing that I said. How you're going into the new year is, you know, wanting to have these celebrations, being very happy, very joyful, just wanting so much, and forget all these other things that may happen and you know, things trying to rain on your parade. Your advice is keep your enthusiasm that you had. There's a very childlike, in a good way, this childlike innocence and happiness that you have. So just because you feel like things are on the verge of going bad again or whatever the case, do not feed into that. Keep that passion. Keep that attitude of wanting to give anything and everything a go, because again, this is only for a small portion of January in the new year. I feel like how you act when things are not going your way and the kind of behaviors that you have are going to set the tone for how the rest of the year goes. So don't let, you know, these little things knock you down and just get you all, you know, having a dark cloud over you. Like, keep the same energy that you have, because if you let these things knock you down, then it's going to go back into how these previous years have been. And especially this year, which I know was hard for you, where you're just going to have this gloomy outlook, and you don't need to do that. Because even intuitively, I feel like the rest of the year and in the future is going to go really well for you. But don't let, you know, all these other things, bad luck, ruin how your energy should be. Because the energy that you go into the year with and the energy that is in your advice for how you should be is exactly the same. Where keep that enthusiasm that you have. And Cancers, like I said, you are super resilient. So, like, don't even do that to yourself. Now, things that may be of significance, take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. So we one at a time. Okay, so we have Crystal Ball. Events taking place in the future, stepping into your spiritual power. And I also said that, you know, in the new year, I feel like that's going to be something that you really delve into even more, or you could start if you're not really into it right now. But there is the energy of you getting more into your spirituality or your religion and leaning into that. It could be because of all these bad things that have happened. You know, we all need something to believe in and something to lean on. And I feel like with you, that is going to be a big theme of 2022. Okay, and we also have boredom. So you're tired of the daily routine, wanting more out of life. Like I said, do not let this energy go away, because like I can sense you are bored. You are wanting to go out and explore and have new adventures and celebrate and all these things. So you are going to experience that boredom and that restlessness, but that is okay. And give me one more. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Other things that may be of significance in this reading. Okay, and we have rebuilding. So rebuilding your life after loss. And that is what I have been picking up on the whole time. Like I said, Cancer, and I feel like this energy is a lot heavier for you than it was for other signs. This year, I can just feel it, was so mentally and emotionally hard for you all. And now you're just trying to like rebuild. You're trying to go into the new year with that, you know, renewed sense of hope and faith and optimism. And trust me, that spirit and that energy is going to take you so far. You are going to be able to rebuild yourself and have a year that is so unlike what this past year was. So just keep that faith. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.